Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. Today from Hasbro in their Marvel Legends series, we are featuring the retro-carded Cyborg Spider-Man with cybernetic enhancements. Okay, so I have such fond memories of this version of Spider-Man. Being a longtime comic book reader, way back in the early 90s, there was one of the Spider-Man comic books. It was just called plain old Spider-Man. It wasn't Amazing Spider-Man. It wasn't Web of Spider-Man. It was just plain old Spider-Man. During the 80s, Todd McFarlane really took the Amazing Spider-Man to like such huge heights, being its illustrator. So much so that Marvel gave him his own Spider-Man book, which he wrote and illustrated. After he left the book, after so many issues, another popular Spider-Man artist, Eric Larson, the creator of Savage Dragon, jumped on board. And in Spider-Man, I believe it was issue number 21, he introduced us to the character of Cyborg Spider-Man. Cyborg Spider-Man is pretty much Peter Parker, who gets the crap kicked out of him, but then he's kind of enhanced with these robotic cyborg features. One of the cool things with the story is that he kind of teamed up with the cyborg Deathlock, and I got a big kick out of that because I'm a huge fan of Deathlock. Wonderful looking action figure. It looks great if you were a child of the 90s and early 2000s, if you're a fan of Spider-Man the animated series, or if you're like me, a longtime comic book reader. This is an action figure that probably speaks volumes to you. The retro card design by Toy Biz looks fantastic. Great color palette, really eye-catching on the shelves. On the back, Cyborg Spider-Man has enhanced cybernetic capabilities in addition to all the powers of Earth. 616 Spider-Man, web slinging, web crawling, and heightened spider senses. Villains are no match for Spidey's advanced cyborg technology. Okay, so we have Cyborg Spider-Man. He looks great. He has the one bionic eye. He has the bandage over the head, the bandage over the leg. The very popular cybernetic arm, which during the 90s, it was like a feature like every other superhero had. It was really popularized by the X-Men character, Cable, leader of the New Mutants, who was introduced, I believe, in New Mutants, I think, 86, but his first full appearance, I think, was maybe New Mutants 87. You have a nice rope of webbing, which I think every Spider-Man figure should have. It's unfortunate that it doesn't come included with a lot of figures. And don't forget the extra hand here is a fist. Cyborg Spider-Man looks like, if I had to guess, probably stands in at 6 1/4 inches. Am I right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm about right. A little over 6 1/4. A beautiful looking figure. It's crazy how detailed this is. Like on his mask, you can see there's some stitching along the front of the face, indicating his mask got torn during battle. He has the cybernetic one eye. He has the bandage over the head. Very wicked looking spider symbol on the chest. Much like a lot of characters in the 90s also, he had a belt with lots of pouches on it. The bandages on the leg. The cyborg arm, which if you're a customizer, I think this is a great piece. It has armor plating on the one shoulder and a bunch of capsules around the bicep. The webbing on the uniform is nice and clean. Nice even printing. And he even has the giant spider emblem on the back. Gorgeous looking figure. In terms of the articulation, his head swivels. Doesn't look down, but does look up. And I take it back, he does look down. There you go. That's nice. I've run into issues before with some Spider-Man figures where they can't look up or down. And it's unfortunate because it is Spider-Man. You want to create those dynamic climbing and swinging poses. So it's great whenever a Spider-Man figure has that extra maneuverability in his head and neck. He does have butterfly joints, which I despise, because half the time they never work on me. Either they're stuck or they'll break. And in this case, nice. This one moves very cleanly on the left shoulder and on the right. So awesome feature there. And when the butterfly joints do work, they afford for more posability, allows the arms to fold forward a little bit more. It allows them to arch, to like fold back a little bit more. So the poses you could get are more expressive. One thing that bothers me is that there's no real good way of doing this other than having pinless elbows, which this figure does not have. Since they're using exposed pins, on the underside you're going to see the red pins, which is kind of unsightly. You could correct that by painting over them, but I doubt you'd want to do that. In terms of articulation for the arms, in addition to the butterfly joints, the arms go up and down, and they go outward. Bicep swivel, and then double pinned elbows. Nicely articulated hands, and the cyborg arm looks to be about the same amount of articulation, no more, no less. Although the movement is hindered going upward because of the armor plating here. Once you move it up, it collides with the muscle up there. Ab crunch on the figure allows them to arch forward, arch back, swivel at the waist. It's underneath the belt, and the belt does float up and down, so it's nice to adjust it accordingly. Legs kick upward, they kick outward. Then nice swivel motion toward the top, double pinned knees, articulated ankles, and overall a fantastic looking figure. And it's excellent. Here he is next to Venom, if you want a size comparison. And I do have another Spider-Man figure on me. This one's great. This is the armored, was it MK1 Spider-Man? It's a gorgeous metallic silver. It looks fantastic. Slightly shorter though, but still a great figure nonetheless. And so is this figure here a must purchase? In my opinion, yes. If you're a fan of Eric Larsen's time on Spider-Man in the early 90s, and if you have fond memories of this version of the character, I'd say it's a definite must purchase. If you just want to like change up your Spider-Mans because they all look the same and you want something a little bit different with a little bit more flair, this is the way to go. You know, it's a really unique design, a fun design, and it's an eye catcher. So with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.